I'm here with Owen McCarthy from Milltown, near Killorglin.
Near Killorglin.
Is that reason? We've been saying you're from Killorglin the whole time. You have a very interesting herd, Owen. Your EBI is knocking in around 188, 1.5 cent above the average milk price in your co-op last year, even though you're on a fixed price. You've made huge strides. Tell me a little bit about your journey.
I suppose I started farming in the early 90s, and we would have been in an RBI system, Martin. So once EBI came in and brought into the whole aspect of the fertility of the herd, I followed that journey fairly hard. It was something that ticked an awful lot of boxes for our farm. So we followed through with the EBI system, and there's so much that's tied into it. Like, it's not just a one fix. Like, you know, you have your reports that go with it, your milk recording, you have your fertility reports, you have your cow herd health reports, and they're all very beneficial to your EBI. So we would have followed through on it. Prior to that, we would have been finishing beef cattle on the farm. So one thing that may have benefited our herd is in the RBI system, we would have been picking bulls that were positive in body condition score because they were easier to finish them. That actually was a benefit to EBI, because once EBI came in, them condition scored animals were actually more fertile.
Yeah, they had a higher fertility
fertility.
Yeah.
Now, I suppose the other thing we do on the farm to benefit your own natural advantage is we only breed for 3 to 4 weeks of Friesian. So we're breeding our most fertile animal all the time. Not only was EBI working, but the animals we were keeping on the herd and breeding on the herd were the best animals anyway.
So you're really
correct.
So you're hitting into almost 90% compact calving rate
correct.
now.
Yeah.
So if we back up the truck a little bit, and someone watching this saying, "Oh, look, I don't know what my EBI is. I don't know where I'm at. These guys are what they're talking about is, you know, I can't get my handle." Where's the start? How do we start knowing what's going on in terms of EBI in the herd?
Initially, start with your milk recording.
Okay.
If you are milk recording, or if you aren't, seriously consider it, because at least you'll know where you're standing with your own herd. Out of your milk recording, you will be able to pick your better animals. Your better animals on percentages. It's not all about volume. We'd be more the opposite. We don't like too much volume.
Okay.
What we'd always prefer is to get our 510, or from a mature cow, probably 550 kilos of milk solids, from a cow that's not giving you too much volume. Because if you have a cow milking 7,000 litres and a cow milking 6,000 litres, and the two of them are producing 530 kilos of milk solids, the cow producing the 7,000 litres, she has to work a lot harder to give you an extra.
And you've got to feed that volume. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's where we aim on the percentages. And the fertility is a huge amount of that. If she calves, there's a good friend of mine in Kerry, and he always says, if a cow milks for long enough, she'll milk enough. Okay. So if she calves early and milks till she's dry, she'll milk you enough.
Okay, so my understanding, Owen, is you are a McDonald's flagship farm. Is that correct?
Correct, we're a flagship farm, yeah.
You're looking, put on your future goggles, and you're looking into the future. Where do you want to be in, say, 10 years' time? What are you looking at?
Just take you back a year or two. In the last couple of years, we managed to buy a farm that was adjacent to us, so we're making 160 cows this year. That's where we'd like to be, stocked at about 2 cows to the hectare. Selling somewhere from a mature herd. If we can get our mature herd, at the moment we're at something like 3.7, 3.8 lactations per cow, because we have increased the herd every year by 10 or 15 cows. If we can get to 4.5 to 5 lactations per cow, 550 kilos of milk solids sold from a 280-day milking period, we are happy. We like to calve our cows starting breeding 10th of May. We'll start calving somewhere around the first days of February. And we have everything dry for Christmas. We'll have everything dried for the 20th of December. You're on about the future. Carbon footprint, no matter how way we want to give out about it, it's coming, and it's coming fast. It's with us.
Yes.
EBI ticks a huge amount of boxes when it comes to the carbon footprint. The actual efficient cow is there. She's there. She's able to do it. She's going back in calf. It's ticking all the boxes. And that's where we want to be going forward. We want a good, fertile animal that's staying in the herd. We're a grass-based farm. We're feeding somewhere in or around 900 kilos a meal, depending on the year. Part of our farm is quite wet, it's under sea level, but we're reliant on grass. That's what we do, grass, silage, meal, that's it. That's what's coming into the farm. We don't want to be over-reliant on outside imports.
Okay, so in the future, this is a self-contained, self-sufficient farm with a long-lived cow producing a lot of milk solids. And I hope and you don't mind me saying it, Owen, you will have calves to sell to people who want to
Absolutely.
go there. So
Absolutely.
there's a method and a pathway for people
Yeah.
who mightn't be there at the moment
Yeah.
to simply transform their herd.
Absolutely, yeah. We would be selling replacement heifers as maidens most years, yeah. We would have them. And I think there's a great future in farming, and the EBI journey, what it has brought people along. Like, we came from when we started in the early 90s, we had a 311 protein. We were calving cows from Christmas to June. To now, we'll calve 90% of the cows in 6 weeks. Our protein was 370 2 years ago, it was 366 last year. We can sell 510 kilos of milk solids and feed all the milk to our calves.
Yeah, and you can do this at your ease.
We can do this at our ease.